Hi there. My name is Jeanne Denney. I am the founding director of the School of Unusual Life Learning. And this is our second post of the YouTube channel of videos. Today, I'm here with my friend Elizabeth Carl. And we're going to kick around the question of what is the School of Unusual Life Learning anyway? And what do we do there? Things like that. Hi, Liz.
Hi, Jeanne. How are you doing?
I'm good. I forgot to introduce you. I want to say that Liz is the director of Core Energetics Institute in Europe called Core Energetics Polska. She's also had many roles in my life, including being a mentor to me, a friend. She has been an assistant in the school and a student in the school. So we're hoping all of those things can come together and give you a little better idea today about what we're doing. So let's do it.
I'm very excited about your school. I've gotten great benefit from it. The School of Unusual Life Learning. It is unusual. So how did it get started? How did this happen?
Well, actually, I never intended to start a school, and I'm still a little surprised that I'm doing it. It started as a bunch of questions that I had, some theories I was working with, things I was doing in my practice and experimenting with around how people grew, aged, different life processes, and how the body changed and the psyche changed over our lifetimes. I found that not much had been done with that in our field, and I didn't know why. So I offered to do something I called a Somatic Symposium in 2017. About 8 of us that are mainly therapists got together and worked with these ideas. What came out was so surprising in a way. It changed us all so deeply. It was a very profound weekend. And 2 weeks later, when I checked in with the people that had come, they gave me feedback like, it's completely changed my life and I'm looking at everything differently in a good way. So I think that made me realize I had a responsibility to teach it more generally, that it was a transformational program and more people probably needed it. So here we are. We've had 2 seasons behind us and we're still going.
Well, no, it's true. It certainly transformed me, and it came at a time when I really needed it. I'm a baby boomer and, aging, and didn't quite know what to do with that, this part of my life. But it helped me understand that, but it also helped me understand like the whole scope of life from birth, pre-birth, all the way through to the dying process, and after that.
Well, how does understanding a scope like that change your life?
Well, it sort of gave me the platform that I needed to stand on right now in dealing with my own life, in my triumphs and my losses, but also how that helps with my working with people. It just gives a broader picture, like the bigger picture, the picture that the universe maybe is trying to show us. And you came to Poland last month, and you taught some of this to our students, and I was so thrilled at how what they learned from you helped them weave together everything that they've been learning in a more understanding way.
I think that's one of the things this teaching can do for people that are training in somatic psychotherapy, for sure. But actually, I've seen it do a lot of things for people, some of whom had no training, people in their early 20s or mid 20s that were searching in their own life questions, or people that were in other kinds of changes, or creative people. I'd say that mainly the school is kind of for people that are questing a little bit, curious about what it all means, open to energy, open to working with the body a little bit, and healers, really. That's what I would say. Most people are kind of in some level either healers or creatives, or are highly curious about life.
So you have this set up in these 3 modules from spring to autumn. I love that because you work we do things outside, you know, in the training.
Well, nature is incredibly important to this course. It's actually the classroom for these teachings. What we're trying to do is learn how to be natural. We have learned how to be unnatural in the Western cultures almost our entire lives, and it's caused us a lot of existential distress. So nature's important.
So what, like, do you want to tell them what, you know, like what to expect when you come for a weekend?
Sure.
Okay.
Well, obviously we work to kind of build a safe community to learn these things. Most people really need to feel safe to even open up to questions of anything that might touch upon death or life in the bigger way. So we do that. Usually the mornings of the weekends I do lectures because we need some really new ideas about life. We have been given not such great ones. Then we experiment with them throughout the day. It starts to have a kind of catalytic effect on people, and you can see the wheels turning and the cells taking in recognition of the life process itself. Then there's emotional process work, obviously, that will come up. Sometimes we do ritual work because we're working with all kinds of energies, including those people that have died sometimes. And I don't know if I left anything out, but it's a pretty comprehensive type of training. And I will call it a training because it really is. It's a training in how to be present to life processes.
That's true. Are you going to be going past this point? Are you going to, how do you see developing the school?
Yeah, I'm hoping the school does continue to grow. I'm excited to say we're going to be taking a small group of students into a second year where we're going to be working on real applications of these theories. And my hope is that we will in time be able to grow into a 4-year somatic psychotherapy training program that incorporates whole life in our ideas. Up to now, the four fathers, and they were fathers of our field in somatic psychotherapy, were largely focused on sexuality, and people have focused on birth and so on, and everybody's made their contribution. But I don't believe we put the picture together quite yet, and I'm hoping the school helps us do that.
I feel that it really does. I really feel that this is now the much more complete picture of energy and consciousness and our life in this lifetime.
Thanks, Liz. That's great for you to say that. I do want to say that you don't have to sign on to, eat an elephant to do this course. You can just come for the first weekend in April in New York or the first weekend in May in Wisconsin and stick your foot in. So for some people, that's quite enough. And it's still a worthwhile thing to do. I hope to see you at one of these if it feels right to you.
I definitely recommend it.
Thanks. Last thing, next week, I'm going to be exploring one of the questions we start with in SoULL. That is the question of, what does it mean to be alive anyway? What is this vitality thing? And do we have the right idea about it? So please stay tuned and check it out. And Liz, thanks so much for being on this today. We'll see you soon. Okay.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.